Hi guys, Steve the Transit Camper back in the van for another 5 or 6 minute fast blast video of what I'm doing next. And the next task is to make some aluminium plates to cover all the untidy stuff. Let me show you. So this bit's untidy. Let me just put some lights on, make it a bit brighter in here. This bit's untidy, there's lots of staples showing. It is a join there as well. You wouldn't have seen that when it was in its old state, but now we're going to need to cover that. Good old Amazon. Going to make a cardboard template. And that's all we're going to do, following the contours that are already there. And we're just going to make that out of aluminium. Bit of checker plate I've got in the shed. And I am loving the space that's in this van now. I'm home alone and I've been told to look after this girl. And there we are, keep it simple, make sure you're the right way round. It's not everybody's favourite, the old checker plate, but I like it. Let's cut that out. So that's the blade I've got in at the moment. I'm going to go for a nice fine blade, but it's still going to be noisy. And it'll snag, but there we go. Now this is absolutely covered in that carpet glue from when that can burst. But I have found that this gets it off pretty well. So I'm going to give it a spray and wipe it down. And that does a great job. That's just 3 or 4 sprays and a wipe over. And that's cut through that beautifully. It's looking cleaner now. And we'll just get rid of those sharp edges now. That's it all washed down. I've drilled some holes where I think it's going to work. And there we are, there's the finished product. I've sanded the back as well because when you drill through these it tends to leave massive burrs on the back of aluminium. So there we are, let's go and pop it on. Now then, really annoying, I've only got these screws. Can't find any short countersink ones. That's okay. Like I say on my channel, I use what I've got. There you go. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I like it. I must admit, I've just had a great thought of how to make that look nicer. What do we think, people? Better colour? Not so sure, really. It's done now, though. Okay, so that's that part done. Gonna have a look at this cupboard door down the bottom now. And we're looking to have a cupboard door there, perhaps with a knob at the top, and it drops down so you can see properly inside from both sides. You learn all this as you go along, really. If I didn't know any better, I'd have put a hinge down that side, then you pull it open, but it's difficult to see from this side. So when you're in the van, you need to make cupboards accessible easily from both sides, wherever you are, from over there, from over here. Drop down to the floor, plenty of room for the door, and it'll drop down out of the way. So let's make a frame. There's the uprights. Again, just using whatever wood I've got lying around. There's the cross pieces. Let's get them together. So I've drilled 4 holes, and 4 holes that side, and then I'm going to put a pilot drill through into those pieces and just pop them together. Keeping it very, very simple. Perfect little frame. Let's go and see if my measurements were any good. All right, here we are. Oh, looks so it might be all right. That's going to tuck under there. Doing this one-handed. It's not tight at all. Now, I did think I'd left enough overlap there for the door to click up and butt up against this shoulder, but I haven't. So I think to make it that little bit better, I'm gonna have to take some off this length, just to bring that out a bit, so we've got something for the door to shut up to. So we'll go and adjust that and we'll make the door. So whatever we take off this, we'll bring this cross member or upright over a bit. So we're going to take about 1/2 inch. Found 2 lovely hinges, so I haven't got to go to the shops. And I've cut the door out. It's not very thick, this MDF, so I'm hoping I'm going to find some little screws, but we'll see. Alright, I've put my hinges on. I now need to felt all of this and the door before I screw those hinges to there. I'll put a couple of pre-holes in that side because I'll be screwing from the back up into the van, and on this side I'll take that side panel off and I'll screw in through the side. Perfect. And the great thing about this, of course, is the wife's at work, baby's at work, so you can do all your gluing and stick it on the kitchen floor. Step 1. Now, I've found no magical formula of how to cover these and do a decent job, but what I intend doing is bringing the edges up, and then I'm going to fold that over and then cut the overlap and tuck it all in and see how that goes. I've let the hinges through as well. I don't know whether it's the right way, but it's the way I'm doing it. So the side that matters is brilliant. The side that doesn't matter, not so good, but you won't see it. Let's do the frame. Remember, when you're covering these, you only need to cover what the eye's going to see. Save yourself a fortune. There we are, that's the best I can do. So I've managed to chew all the screws up, getting them into the hinges, because that was really awkward. So if you look to the left, I've got a little cover up coming up, and that just takes the eye off them. We found some catches, some magnetic ones. Again, just bits and bobs in the shed. And there we have it. Perfect. And there we have it, guys. And girls, of course. Cupboard in place. Perfect. So that's the end of this fast blast one. Done that side panel, sprayed it up, and we've done that cupboard underneath. That'll do for today. It's too damn hot. Catch you next time. Take care.